What's good with y'all, man? Happy Friday. Hope y'all having a good week. And my goodness, let's go ahead and jump into some more Superman news. You know what's funny? We're talking about all this Superman stuff, and my gosh, y'all call me a Snyder cultist, but all the gun cultists be in the comments. It'd be so funny. Sometimes I entertain y'all, sometimes I don't. Just depends on my mood that day if I feel like messing with you. Box office. According to the Hollywood Reporter, box office, Superman leaps past 300 million globally, nears 200 million domestically. Elsewhere, horror. Oh yes, I know what you did last summer. James Gunn's Superman leaped past the 300 million mark at the worldwide box office on Thursday as it heads into its second weekend. That number includes an impressive domestic haul of 177.7 million after enjoying a strong midweek business. The DC Studios and Warner Bros. Superhero pick will have no trouble staying atop the chart in its sophomore outing and its trouncing new offerings, I Know What You Did Last Summer and Smurfs. Both films are reboots and are projected to open less than 13 million domestically. From Columbia and Screen Gems, the rated R horror pick I Know What You Did Last Summer earned 2.2 million in Thursday previews, while Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. reprised their roles from the original films. The new installment otherwise introduced a host of newcomers to the series, including we don't need to hear all that. All eyes, however, will be on Superman to see how well it holds up in its second weekend. It certainly has every chance of passing up the entire lifetime run of Marvel's Thunderbolts, which topped out at 383 million globally earlier this year. Marvel's other 2025 entry, Captain America Brave New World, didn't fare much better, engrossing a meek 415 million. Marvel hopes to turn its fortunes around when the Fantastic Four First Steps hits theaters a week from now, July 25th. That gives Superman 1 week to itself before facing direct competition. Oh, brother. You know what? I'm a neutral guy. Like, I went and seen Superman, James Gunn Superman. I gave it a 5 out of 10. I'm neutral. And do I love Zack Snyder? Yeah, man. Zack Snyder's Justice League, Man of Steel, BVS, the Ultimate Edition. Absolutely. Rebel Moon, not so much. It was just okay. Rebel Moon was mid to me. It was a mid movie. But yeah, of course, I love Zack Snyder. But I also love some of the stuff James Gunn has done. He's done Slither. I really enjoyed that movie. Brightburn, which was like a darker take on Superman. I mean, he's a kid, but pretty much Superman with evil powers. I thought that was a great movie. I wish it came out with a second one. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Absolutely loved. The others was okay. Okay, so I would like to say I'm a very neutral guy when it comes to things like this. I gave James Gunn Superman a 5 out of 10 because it was mid to me. It had its moments, but other than that, it was just a one-time watch, and I've never turned it on again. However, Man of Steel, I can watch 24/7 and not get bored of it. So this movie, Superman, it's doing good domestically. It's doing good in the States. However, it had a very poor opening weekend. With this type of movie and all the characters included, it should have had a much bigger opening weekend. And then you have Fantastic Four coming out next week. Things are not looking good. The international numbers for this movie are horrible. I put this Superman pick up right here. I put this up right here because this is what the gun cultists in my comments are looking like. Once this final run is done and the numbers are final, this is exactly how they're going to be looking. Because I'm a neutral guy. I gave James Gunn a fair chance. I paid money. I went and seen Superman. Gave it a 5 out of 10, okay? I'm a fair, neutral guy. Internationally, Superman is not doing good. It's not doing good. And you can't say internationally they don't like James Gunn because I'm going to show you this. If you go look up Guardians of the Galaxy's box office, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 made a total of 439,631,000 internationally. That's a lot of numbers for international. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, international, 473,942,000. By the way, all these international numbers are higher than the domestic. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, 486,559,000 international. So you can't say internationally they don't like James Gunn, because without the international market, his movies would have never been that big of a success, because domestically his movies did about 300 to 400 million domestically. Internationally, his movies did the most success. And with Superman, his movie is doing not so good. Not so good. So I hope y'all are ready. I'm standing my ground, and I said this movie's not gonna outbeat Man of Steel. I don't even think we're gonna have to adjust Man of Steel for inflation. This movie's not gonna beat Man of Steel. And WB called Man of Steel a failure, in which I still call it's a slap in the face to Zack and what he was building, because it was a much success. Because they said they will be happy with 500 million with this Superman movie. I call BS, man. I call BS. Because the tax documents that Geeks and Gamers put out of the state of Ohio, total budget was 363 million. I believe, I could be wrong, but I think it was around that mark. So that's almost 400 million just for the budget. Then you got to do the marketing. They were all worldwide with the marketing. The London Tower, just everything. They was everywhere with the marketing. So listen, man. Here soon, time will tell. One thing, man, time never lies. Men lie, women lie, numbers and time do not lie. We will see the truth here soon. And with Fantastic Four coming out, it's not looking good. My gun friends who like to insult people in the comments just because they say Superman was mid. I think it's so funny how you can have an opinion, and just because you have an opinion, people hate you for it because you don't agree with them. Like, that's why we're all unique. We all think in our own ways. We're all unique because we can think differently. So because someone thinks different than you and have a different taste than you, it makes them not smart or stupid, It's just dumb, But hey, that's the internet, man. You can't be an internet, you can't be on YouTube or any type of internet unless you can deal with them type of people, because they're everywhere, okay? So this movie's not gonna beat Man of Steel. The international numbers is, man, James Gunn's, all his movies did great internationally. Guardians 1 through 3. Without them international numbers, it would not have made as much money. International people support James Gunn, man. But they not rocking with this Superman. And there's a reason why. So, post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think, man. Do you think James Gunn's Superman is going to beat Man of Steel? What do you think the final number for Superman is going to be? Let me know in the comments down below. I think Superman, honestly, if I'm being being nice, I think it might make 550 million. I'm going to call 550 million. That's me being nice. Because on the low end, this movie could be another Captain America Brave New World. And I think Captain America Brave New World only made like 415 million, I believe. Matter of fact, let me look it up real quick. Captain America Brave New World. Brave New World box office. Yeah. It made 415 million worldwide, 200 million domestic, 214 million international. Thunderbolts made what? 383 million? Boy, I see. I'm being generous. I'm saying 550. I'm giving it a chance. But it could end up like Captain America: Brave New World. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all let me know what y'all think, and I will catch you guys in the next one, man. 100,000 subscribers is grind time. Let's get it.